friends, welcome back. I'm LlamaMamaKayla, and I'm so glad you stopped by for a visit today. Today is December the 11th, and I know it's the 11th because yesterday was the 10th, which was our son Elijah's 22nd birthday. So happy birthday, Elijah. So anyway, I hope you're all having a great day. I'm trying to make the best of my day. And I know my videos, the Vlogmas number does not correspond with the date. The other day I put up Vlogmas number 6 and it was December the 8th, and someone commented, but today is the 8th. And they weren't being mean, they were just stating the obvious, that it was the 8th and I said it was the 6th. Well, I run a few days behind the rest of the world, and that's okay. A lot of times I don't even know what day of the week it is, much less the date. So my days just run together. I sleep at odd times and I'm awake at odd times. I just don't run with the rest of the world. And that's just the way it is. So I run a few days behind. Always. The week of Thanksgiving, I had so many Sundays that week that when Sunday finally came, I did not even know it was Sunday. Like, I thought Thanksgiving Day was Sunday, and then the next day, I thought it was Sunday again, and then Saturday, I thought it was Sunday, and then when it really was Sunday, I didn't even know it was Sunday. And then my friend asked me, Angela, asked me if I watched Yellowstone or Dexter, and I was like, no, I didn't even realize it was Sunday. So I had so many Sundays that week. When Sunday finally came around, I missed it. But anyway, I did go back and watch the shows. So today is my Vlogmas number 7. And I am going to do something today to try to catch up a little bit. Maybe not all the way to 11, but I'm going to catch up some. So there will be more videos put out sporadically throughout the day, maybe. Or at least one more. Anyway, I'm going to open box number 7. That looks like it's hidden over here behind her skirt. Let's see if I can get it out. It doesn't want to pull out. Okay, I got it. Number 7. And inside I have a little skunk, and he has on a tie. Isn't he adorable? It's a little skunky. Uh-oh. He's going to lift his arms up. Oh, yeah. And he has on a little tie. Oh, that's really cute. So cute. Alright, I'll set this drawer over here so I can put it up later, and I'll set my little skunk guy over here. So I was going to tell you what ended up happening to me this week. If it's going to happen to somebody, it's going to happen to me. And this was entirely my fault that this happened. I was about to get a shower, and so I went back to the den, and I told Big Daddy that I was going to go get a shower. It was just me and him home. No one else was home. And so I went back into the bathroom, and I was taking off my dressing around my feeding tube. And my feeding tube is a dangler. It's a peg tube and a dangler, which means it hangs out my stomach and just kind of hangs down. And this particular one was like really, really long, like it hung down to my knees. It's really long. But around the stoma at my stomach, I have to put bandages, gauze, and tape it up and stuff because it leaks stomach acid out onto my skin. And stomach acid on your skin eats your skin away. It burns it. You get like a chemical burn. And it burns it really bad and just eats the skin and makes sores like really fast. So if that does leak, you have to change it quickly so that acid isn't sitting on your skin. And so I I was in the bathroom and I was cutting my bandage off because I have to use a lot of tape to keep that on there and stuff, you know, and keep my tube like in place. This particular one was like kind of questionable, and I just did not want to take a chance of it coming out and having to go back in to have another one replaced like that, you know, surgically. So I always take scissors and I'm just cutting that away, and Big Daddy came in there and he distracted me, and I don't even know what he was saying, but he was talking, and I wasn't not paying attention to what I did. And so when I cut that, I cut my tube right off. I mean, there was just a little bit of tube hanging out of my stomach. I just clipped it with those scissors. And I was like, oh, I cut my tube. And he's like, you sure did. And then I'm just standing there like in shock because I didn't know what to do. I was just like, I was in disbelief that I did that. And he was like, why are you acting all shocked? And I'm like, because I didn't even thought I could do that, you know, just what didn't cross my mind. And he was like, well, get your shower and we'll go to the ER and see what they can do. So I finished getting my shower and everything, and then we went up to the ER. And I told the man, you know, when I got called back to triage, I said, I accidentally cut my tube. And he said, well, most of the time people come in with them cut out, no, with falling out. Nobody ever comes in with it cut. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm your first. I kept it on accident, obviously. I was so worried and so nervous that I was going to stay in the hospital and they were going to want to do it surgically and all that kind of stuff, because my doctor was insisting that I have a bumper inside instead of a balloon, and I did want a balloon inside. So let me just show you. This is the like stoma on the stomach, and like this is the tube it comes in. Okay. On the outside of your stomach there will be a bumper. Most tubes on the inside has a balloon, like you just stick it in, and then it has a little valve where you inflate a little balloon right here on the side. Just blows up, you fill it with water, and that blows up, and then that balloon keeps your tube from coming out because it's a balloon there. Mine had just another bumper on the inside, this hard disc on the inside. So you couldn't really pull it out or anything like that either. And to remove it, they would want to do it like surgically, like go in through your mouth and then to your stomach and then pull that piece out and all that kind of stuff. Well, the doctor in the ER said, well, I told him, you know, that there's a bumper. It is hurting me now. There's a bumper on the inside. And he said, we'll just yank it out. And I'm just like, you're just going to yank it out? And he said, yeah, but we'll give you some pain medicine. It's like, thank goodness. So they did give me a shot of Dilaudid. And once that kicked in, and I could feel it kicking in, he came and he just jerked that out. And it hurt a little bit, but not too bad. And then he put a new tube in, the kind that has the balloon on the end. He put that in. And so I was pleased with that I'd have a balloon that I could, you know, make sure it was full and stuff. And anyway, but he did do something odd. Like I said, you know, here's the stoma. There's a bumper on the outside, and then, you know, your tube comes on out. He took that bumper and sewed it to my stomach on both sides, like on this side and on this side. He put stitches there to hold that down into my stomach. And then I was like, will these dissolve, or do I need to go see the surgery team to have them removed, or what? And he said, oh, they're there permanently. And I was like, permanently? What do you mean permanently? He said, this is there forever. This will help keep your tube in. I was like, okay. How's the gauze going to go around that? He said, I'll just put it on top. So here's the stoma. There's a bumper that kind of raises up a little bit like this, you know. It's not real flat. It raises up a little bit. And he sewed that end down and this end down. Well, you need to put gauze up under that bumper next to your skin. He said, I'll just put it on top. So he's talking about putting the gauze up here on top of the bumper. Well, he meant good and well, but unless you've, you know, actually had a tube in you, you don't really understand how that works. I guess, that's my guess. So when you put that gauze on top, you still have stomach juices coming out of this, and that gauze is up here, but you have skin here. And so as those stomach juices are coming out, they're not touching the gauze until they reach past your stoma. And so that is burning the whole time because that acid is just eating the skin away. So I knew that wasn't going to work. I was just like, okay, you know, and I was kind of loopy anyway because of the Dilaudid, and I was saying some things he kept saying, huh, and so I thought, I'm going to just be quiet. So I decided to just zip it and let him do what he was going to do and go home. So they did release me, and I came on home that night. Well, it was about morning. It's sometime in the morning time by then. But, and I went on to bed because I had that Dilaudid, and I was kind of loopy and tired and sleepy. So I went on to bed, and I slept for a little while, and Big Daddy came to bed too because he had to go to work in a little bit. And so every time I moved, or every time he moved in the bed, those stitches were just pulling at my stomach, and it was just like so much pain. Now, they did get a shot of lidocaine before they put the stitches in. I don't think he gave enough because it still hurt. I mean, I hollered every time he took that little curved needle and went through my skin. It hurt. The lidocaine was not enough, or wasn't in the right place or something, I don't know. But anyway, it had definitely worn off and was nothing there when we were in the bed, and every time he moved or I moved, it just, the stitches were just pulling my skin, and it was just excruciating pain. It was so bad. And so I just laid there wondering. I laid there all night, like wondering, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? How am I going to fix this? What am I going to do? You know. So after Big Daddy got up and went to work, I laid there for a little bit longer, but I could feel my stomach skin was just burning. The acid was just eating my skin away, and it was burning and hurting so bad. So I got on up, I went in there, and I got the scissors, and I cut those stitches out. And it was instant relief once I cut all those stitches out, because it wasn't pulling, and the stitches were like so pulling so tight that my skin was just pulled up like that, and it was painful. So I just cut those stitches out and took them out. And then I was able to put the gauze under the bumper. I cleaned that really good, got all the acid off my skin, put some ointment on there, and then put a gauze up under the bumper, and that felt a lot better. But I'm not sure about this tube. The tube is like really short. It comes out of my stomach, and it's probably about that long, so it doesn't really, and it's real stiff. The other one was kind of a rubbery, and it just hung down and was like all the way to my knees. And this is short, and it's stiff, plasticky. I don't know, it doesn't feel rubbery. It feels different. And it just sticks straight out. And it might hang down just like a tiny bit, but it doesn't like hang down. It just kind of, I don't know if you can understand what I'm trying to say or not. But it is causing me a lot of pain and burning around there. And it's bleeding a lot. It's not supposed to bleed. But after a change, there possibly could be some blood. So I'm just going to watch it a few days and see what's happening with it. I don't even know what I would do. If if it doesn't stop bleeding, I guess I'll try to make an appointment with the surgery team or somebody, I don't know, maybe a GI doctor in Shreveport. We'll just wait and see. Hopefully it's just going to get better and heal on up better and be fine. But I'm not keen on this tube the way it is, which now I have a balloon, so I can change that tube myself if I have a replacement tube. So I did look online, and replacement tubes are like $150, which I really want to go to a button, which would be flush to the skin, like if this was the stoma, the button would just be like this, and that's what I really want to go to, but it was like 150 bucks. So, maybe in the future, we'll see. But anyway, guys, I'm going to try to do a couple more videos today, so watch for those, and I will see you all again soon. Bye, friends.